Welcome back to Silk Hoops. All right, so we have a really good one for you guys today. So Caitlin Clark has some backup finally. Don't get me wrong, she's always been feisty and she's always been willing to fight. But now her teammates are really willing to fight with her. But she had a good game on top of that. So it was some good basketball. Some good basketball being played. But I'm just gonna show y'all the fight, and then I'm gonna show y'all what led up to the fight. Because you gotta understand the full thing. Caitlin Clark was talking that stuff. Caitlin Clark was talking that stuff. Little stuff like this, right? That's where it started to get chippy a little bit. But it was getting chippy before that, because she was busting tail the entire game. The entire game, she was busting tail. And see, like, if you talk stuff like that and you're tough, somebody's eventually going to put hands on you. And women have been putting hands on her. Because she's tough. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
With her hand in her face.
That's incredible. Incredible. But like I said, a lot of things happened before this. A lot of things happened before this. And you just have to see it. Now this is the real boom. That is not a regular foul. It looks like it, but then she grabbed, pushed, and extended. That's not a regular foul. And this is what happened. Yep. That's what happened. But again, you have to understand what led up to this, because it was feisty. It was real feisty at the end. Real feisty at the end. Caitlin Clark got some backup. I'll tell you that. Caitlin Clark has some backup. And it was beautiful to see, because usually it's just Caitlin out there fighting. But now you got other players. Love to see. Love to see it. That's what I'm talking about, Lexi. See how she you saw that? Hold on, go back.
That's a flagrant foul.
She knew what time. She already knew what time was. Like, she was already set on what she was about to do. And she was set on the reaction that was going to happen. Can't even get mad at it. Can't even get, dang, she grabbed a handful of her hair. Oh my goodness. Why she put her head down though? That's not the smartest move to do when you're rushing at somebody. Yep. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Yep. She wasn't even worried about Shawty right here. Wasn't even worried about her. She just went straight at her. Again, love to see it. Now, sorry, I went too far. But this also led up to it too. She got poked in the eye, right? Pushed off her a little bit. Now, Marina Marbury, however you say her name, she's tough. She's tough. But she's very physical. Extremely physical. Always fighting. Or always has, you know what I'm saying, that aggression with her. Which is appreciated. But that was kind of wild. That was kind of wild. But then again, from her point of view, she was sticking up for her teammate. So you can't even get mad at it. You can't even get mad at it. But, like, all that was just the entire game. Like, that was the entire game. See, this is at the end of the game. The game is over. Don't get me wrong, it was the semifinals for the Commissioner Cup, so I understand. But it was a lot. 3 ejections. 3 ejections. And Caitlin Clark has been busting Shelby's ass since college. Just want to throw that in there. Right? All right. So that was what really happened. Now we're going to get to what led up to it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get to what really caused it. Caitlin Clark had 20 points in about a shorter period of time, because the game wasn't close, as you can see. But she was cooking, because she also had like 6 assists, 6 boards with 2 steals. So we're going to get into that. 9-6 fever lead. We're going to get right into that. Caitlin Clark still scoreless. See, look, busting her ass from the jump. Look. Helpless. That's how the game started off.
Haley Peters has also checked in for the Suns.
Tough. If you don't know who Kelsey Mitchell is, do your research. She's tough. And you also got to remember, Natasha Howard had, I think, 20 points in this game as well. So that was also a big thing. Bucket, Leah Boston, still doing her thing. Nothing new, but you know how she rocks. Tough. Again, if you don't know who Leah Boston is, do your research. They have a tough team, but they need Caitlin on the floor. And we knew that.
And what a beautiful finish.
They
here
need
from
Caitlin on
Lily
the
of
floor.
Boston.
Team 7.
And it's okay, because when you have a generational talent like that, of
Connecticut.
course, you're not going to be the same without your best
defensive
player.
end with
Oh my.
Howard.
That is incredible. That is truly incredible.
Checked in for Connecticut.
That is truly incredible. Like, that's good defense.
Clark, deep three is
It just doesn't matter. Oh my
You see
goodness.
teams flourish with her.
I really feel bad for some of these women. They have to guard her
inbounding
like
here,
this.
6 points.
Guarding her
5
one-on-one is a
assists
nightmare,
for two.
unless you really a
Indiana to
defender.
6
And we've seen her
turnovers.
get bothered. We've seen Caitlin Clark be bothered, have off games,
Just
but
4 points off of the
it
back, and they
happens.
take advantage.
oh my goodness, you cannot let her
Clark
shoot
steps
that.
back, knocks it down. Her third
What do you
three-pointer.
expect?
Caitlin
What do
Clark,
you
she
expect?
catches this pass, defense is sucked
You just
inside
let her
the
walk
paint,
up
so
to
she
no,
dribbles
that's
out.
cash every time,
That
every
makes
time.
it so hard
And again,
because
she only had 20
Connecticut
points, but
in
it
this
seemed
defensive
as if she had
miscommunication.
at
Who's
least
going out?
30.
That's where you have to communicate.
That's the crazy part about her game
Rips
sometimes.
down the rebound,
She has loud
pushing
points.
tempo to Hartley.
And sometimes
And
loud
Clark
points get the
cookies.
job done.
2-on-1.
Good pass.
Caitlin
Good
Clark
pass.
Mitchell does the rest. Hull and
Little bounce
Hartley
pass with the
this is
defense.
unbelievable passing.
Coast to
Caitlin
coast.
Clark
Beautiful.
head up the entire time.
She's
She's
about to pull it.
watching
Nope.
the defense
Nope.
and gets the defense to come out
Good
to her.
layup, Kelsey.
Defense knows she's been shooting the three, unselfish.
And it was a
play.
good game for
Clark
majority of the
5
game
times
until like the second half. That was a bad pass. I don't know what she thought was about to happen.
It's exactly what
I don't
they've been
know
needing
what
from her, is
Marina
just
thought was
her
about to
ability
happen right
to
there.
find shots and not force it.
Go to work, Caitlin.
JC
Go to work,
Sheldon getting
Caitlin.
a
Good
cardio
pass.
workout in tonight, trying to
Easy.
keep up with Caitlin Clark,
Easy lay.
and she can lay it in as well.
Easy lay.
His difference too for Connecticut.
See, this is
and
when the
Indiana.
league started to get
Indiana
stressed
has
out.
a
Oh my.
balanced scoring
Oh,
right now, where
chill,
Connecticut
chill.
is relying heavily on
That's a
Tina
great
Charles
play.
to produce.
That's a great play.
Pass, Clark
That is
to
a
Howard.
darn good play right there.
Throws it away.
The wraparound.
Brendan, that's what you can't have
Nah,
happen
her
because
handle is tough too.
turnovers,
Look at the
mistakes,
split.
that just
Good
all
midi.
adds up.
Easy. Easy. You don't even need to put too much on it. Just a little bit on it. Let it hit the rim a little bit.
Either Minnesota or Seattle. Those teams just
Extremely
throw a
skilled
lot
all
of the
around.
rest.
It's really.
Seattle
Oh,
beat them.
okay. Now we're starting to get a little ridiculous.
Minnesota or Seattle.
That is
Those
kind of
teams are still
ridiculous.
alive in the
Tween, misdirection, still floating left, sidestep,
Seattle beat
hand in the
Minnesota.
mid,
Caitlin Clark
and that's when
from the
it led to
Commissioner's
everything.
Cup logo.
Now they're up 20, and she hit that to put them up 20, and the game is basically over. Oh yeah, I'm fighting too. Oh yeah, I'm fighting too, for sure,
Step back three
for
from
sure,
Caitlin
100%,
Clark is just
100%.
unguardable.
And you got to remember, Caitlin Clark was talking that stuff,
The crowd
talking that hot
sitting
stuff.
right there almost fell off their
Of
chairs.
course, people are going to try to fight her,
20 for Clark.
Yeah, she's turning
but
around,
when they
flexing
can't
her
guard
muscles
you,
on
they
that.
try to physically hurt you.
Maybe
So
had
she
a
should
few
take it as a
words for
compliment.
JC Sheldon too, but
Because you don't see nobody else
just
trying to
look
fight
how
that
tight
one
her
player.
handles have been. Her
You don't see
ability to just
nobody
get into
else.
that
I mean, sorry, you don't see
movement
nobody
and
else getting
release
picked on and try to
Caitlin
get into a
Clark has
fight
been
with like
on
Caitlin.
fire.
Nobody else gets picked on like
This
this.
crowd,
That's
I'll
because
tell you
nobody
what,
can
from
truly
just a
guard
pure
Caitlin.
entertainment standpoint, they
Except
got their money's
herself.
worth tonight.
You know what I'm saying? But that's basically what happened and what led up to the fight. So yes, the fight was great, and I'm not gonna lie, physicality in WNBA is great, and definitely when it makes sense, not just pointless pettiness. But that was great, and definitely because Caitlin Clark was busting their ass. And then they was just like, all right, I'm tired of this. We're gonna do that. We're just gonna try to hurt her. I mean, hey, they were looking like more like 90s basketball than the NBA. But hey, again, great basketball. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for engaging, tuning in. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow my TikTok, sorry, at Silk1 Hoops. And with that being said, guys, be safe and stay positive, okay? You guys be good, okay?